As part of our 20 Years of WOW celebration, Paducah Bank is proud to partner with WPSD Local 6 and the Paducah Sun to highlight the individuals, families, organizations, nonprofits, and businesses who make our community special. Through ChangeMakers, we share the stories of those making a difference every day, with one community member recognized every other week as a Paducah Bank WOW Maker. Today, we're excited to welcome Daronda Tyler as the next WOW Maker. Congratulations, Daronda.
Oh, well, thank you, Susan. It's such an honor. I was so surprised when I got the news, so I'm excited. So thank you very much.
Yes, happy to have you here today.
Well, thank you.
So, you've served McCracken County through the clerk's office for more than 20 years. What has that journey in public service been like for you?
You know, it's been amazing. And my start is kind of like an odd start because I actually was working at Bell South when they used to have the sales rep center here. When they closed in 2003, we had an option to either move away, and I did get offers from Florida and Nashville and places like that, or go to school. Well, my roots are here in Paducah.
Yes.
So I decided to stay. So then they paid for me to go to school. So I went to Paducah Technical College and took up business administration. So in that process, you actually have to go at the end of that and shadow certain job opportunities, certain positions. So I went there and shadowed at Harper Industries. I'll never forget it. Of course, you know, she said there's no opening there, but I know there's an opening at the courthouse. So I went to the courthouse that very same day. Within the 30 minutes after I left her, I actually spoke with the clerk, who was Randy Odie at the time.
Yes.
And he interviewed me right on the spot. And then later I got the phone call that, would you accept the job? And I said yes. So it's been running ever since then. It's an exciting journey. I started out one day on the phone. The next day, he put me right on the line to do motor tags, renewals, and things like that. So it's been progressing ever since.
And you know everybody in town, I'm sure, from seeing them down there. So,
Yes.
and you were always, every time I was there, I've been there, you've been such a friendly face.
Oh,
So, of course, people are thrilled to see you when you're there. So you have made history by becoming the first African American line manager for the Motor Vehicles Registration Division, and later the first African American Elections Supervisor in McCracken County. What did those milestones mean to you, and what do you hope they represent for future generations?
Oh, that was huge, Susan. I tell you, when I became line manager, I was excited. Hard work, dedication, commitment. That's pretty much in my faith, because I kept going, and every step that I went, I progressed. So when I became a line manager, it was a huge step. And then especially now that I'm the chief deputy, I'm the first African-American chief deputy clerk for the county. And it's a huge milestone because I look back over my ancestors and I'm standing on the shoulders. And I found it very ironic to be the election supervisor, knowing that only 60 years ago, we were fighting for our rights to vote as African-American. And many people lost their lives and blood shed. And I'm standing on the shoulders of all those people who've gone before me. And I was just overwhelmed. I actually cried the first week I was there because it was like so much, it was so overwhelming that I'm standing in this position. And then now being the first African-American chief deputy clerk, it is huge. So I'm hoping that my ancestors are proud. This is what it's about. It's about standing up and believing and being who you are, and working through the process and trusting God through the entire process.
Absolutely. What a wonderful role model you are. That's fantastic.
Well, thank you.
You spend a great deal of time mentoring young women through the Black Coal and Roses Society and leading your Ministries. Tell us about that. Why has investing in the next generation become such an important part of your life's work?
Well, you know, I'm a PK. I'm a preacher's kid.
Yes.
So I saw my parents, my mother work hard in the church, and I saw what they gave back as a kid. But I knew that service was always a part of me. And I knew that giving back was always going to be a part of my life because that's what I knew. And then when I got into the Black Rose and Coast Rose Society under Shauna Hollowell, I've been there 6 years. And it's a mentoring group that mentors 6th grade to 12th grade young girls. We saw a need, and we stepped in there and became mentors to help those young ladies because a lot of times they're afraid to talk to their parents about different things and things that they're going through and witnessing. And sometimes it's easier for them to come to us and just have that conversation. And we leave that door open for them. We leave that door open for them to be who they are, be themselves, be encouraged, knowing that they have a support system, that we're not going to talk about them. We're not going to put them down. We're going to lift each other up, because that's what it's about. It's about walking through this journey and pulling back, encouraging and lifting up everyone else around us, because when you win, they win. When they win, you win. So we can win together, and working together is what helped me to get through that process. And you go, you just like, I can't take it no more. That was one of those things that was inspired in 2020 with the COVID.
Yes.
During that time, we were running elections strictly one location. It was a lot.
Yes.
And then I saw a lot of the feedback, and a lot of people going through different things, just trying to balance being homebound, being locked in. That was a scary moment for a lot of people. And I came with that. It basically says women hue, H-U-E, of different colors, who encourage or empower women. So I saw the need for women, because women were feeling overwhelmed. As a woman, I was feeling overwhelmed, having to deal with kids, having to deal with husband, having to deal with going to work and still trying to figure out how you're going to balance all this during COVID. So I came up with that. God gave me that. Say, let's just encourage women. So that's what I do. And I walk on Saturday mornings. You see me on Facebook. It's on my Facebook page. Walk on Saturday mornings. I always give an encouraging word, because God always gives me an encouraging word. And I'm all about encouraging, motivating, inspiring, and lifting people up. We don't have to tear each other down to have progress. We don't have to tear each other down to build each other up. So I want to make sure that our young ladies with Black Coal and Rose Society, and women of every color, be encouraged to encourage somebody else.
That you're so inspirational. I love that, and so positive.
Thank you.
So your work is centered on helping others.
Yes.
What inspires you to keep serving your community in so many different ways?
Well, a lot of people have a career. A lot of people go for a job. This is just not a career or a job for me. It's a calling. God has called me to this for years. I knew that I had a servant's heart, and my heart is just pure. I don't like to see people hurting. I don't like to see people struggling. If I could save the world, I would. But that's not my job. My job is just to be the light. And as I was thinking, God gave me this theme. Every year I have a theme. And God gives me this inspiring word. And my word for this year is shine. And lo and behold, everything seems to be lining up. So I'm just going to stand on that word. And it brings me back to Matthew, in the book of Matthew. That's one of my favorite scriptures, where it just tells you, be the light, shine your light before men, that they may see your good deeds, and that the Father may be glorified. It's all about me glorifying God. And in walking in that, I walk in love, I walk in peace, I walk in joy, and I'm just encouraged to encourage other people.
Thank you so much for the work you do. Congratulations on being
thank you.
a ChangeMaker. We're so happy that we get to celebrate you.
Yes, well, thank you so much.
You.
It truly is an honor. Thank you for having me.